Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Ryan Lucia, Torsion Talk podcast, and I am excited. I've got a great one for you today. Listen, leadership is the driving factor, the number one biggest impact for revenue and profit. And that's what we're going to cover today. I figured it out. I had no clue. Like, I kind of knew, and this may not be like revelation for you, but I'm telling you right now, like, it's a bigger impact than you could have imagined. What does that look like for your business? We're going to go into that. I'm going to tell a little bit about all the ups and downs and crazy stuff that I've been through lately. And I'm going to share it all. You're going to learn about air and overhead doors today and my screw ups. You're not going to want to miss this one. As you guys know, I'm very transparent, open, sharing everything. So we're going to get nitty gritty today. Before we do that, we got some announcements. Number one, we have a new sponsor coming on the show. Joseph Berger with Stealth Hardware. We use Stealth Hardware through air and overhead doors, and it has transformed our service department. I'm going to share more about that with you later. Such Media's 2024 leadership planning meeting is Wednesday and Thursday. It's really all I've got to do this week. I've got to prepare for that. Josh and I did our 2024 planning not last week. I don't think it was the week before. And so I've been working on some of that stuff all week this week. And we're going to be rolling out a bunch of stuff. And it's overwhelming a little bit to be doing this with 3 different companies. But I've got an amazing team. And I think if I cast my vision and goals properly on this, we shall do just fine. Anyway, so 2 more sales trainings are scheduled. One for February 1st and 2nd. That's the sales training for technicians. The other one is March 21st and 22nd in Atlanta. Both of these are in Atlanta. I am talking to Sebastian. If you guys don't know Sebastian, he's pretty amazing. He's out in Arizona, about going out to Arizona and doing a training. I kind of want to see if we can get enough people signed up. I'm trying to do, like 20 people. So if you are interested and you're on the West Coast and you would send your people to a training in Arizona, let me know. How to set up and run a sales pipeline webinar. It's free for all. Listen, guys, if you are a sales leader, you're a business owner, this is the webinar for you. Listen, I was trained on this as a baby, and I have been working off of pipelines almost my entire life. I'm going to walk you through it and show you how it works. You're going to love it. So it's December 22nd. You can go to garagedooru.com. There is a red button on the homepage that you can click and register for that. It's totally free. Free. No charge. But you are going to make a bunch of money off of it. So I promise you it'll be well worth it if you do it. These are the types of things where I'm going to do it once. We're not recording it and sharing it out with everybody. I'm going to do it live. You watch it, you implement it, and you send me royalties of 5% or all increased revenue from doing the pipeline report and doing the pipeline and pipeline management the way I teach it. 5% royalties. Just kidding. I mean, you can if you want. Let's see here. Speaking of GDU, the summit is coming in April. We opened registration. I have some scholarships and discount codes you can get for being a Torsion Talk podcast listener. So make sure you message me on Facebook or text me if you got my cell phone number if you're interested in either that or so we got a scholarship or discount code for you guys. So make sure you hit me up if you're interested in being in scholarship. You have twice the chance if you are a such and such media client, and you cannot qualify for the scholarship if you got it last year. We have a few to give away. Got a couple. Super pumped. Love it. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I'm seeking 5 more clients. I need 5 more members for GDU at the 3 million and up. So if you're at 3 million in monthly revenue, 3 million in annual revenue or higher, please hit me up. I want to talk to you about GDU. We have like the best thing going. I promise you. Like there's nothing better in the garage door industry than GDU. And I really badly want to share something with you. If you're in 3 million in revenue or higher, hit me up. Let's chat. No obligation. Not going to pressure you. There's no like huge sales pitch. I'm not going to fly you in and lock you in a room. We're not going to tie you up. Not going to hack your computer system. Just want to talk. Just want to talk. All right. That's it, man. You guys made it. Congratulations. Well done. You made it through announcements. I tried to make it as interesting as humanly possible. I apologize. I know that's not like the funnest part, but I got to keep you guys posted, man. Got to keep you posted. All right. Let's talk about leadership. We talk about leadership, man. So here I am. You know, I'm running like 3 businesses. And in 2015, I set a goal out. And within the next 5 years, I wanted to have 5 streams of income. And I do have 5 streams of income right now, which is nice. But there's some challenges that come along with that, right? So one of those is, how do you be a really good leader in all the things that you do, even though they're separated, right? So I've got different employees for such and such, GDU, Aaron Overhead Doors. So that presents a challenge. But over time, I think I evaluated Garage Door U, such and such, which is really my background. This is what I'm really good at. And I compared it to Aaron Overhead Doors, which straight up, I'm not going to like sugarcoat it here, has not been the easiest company to run. No recurring revenue. I was a white collar guy getting into blue collar world. Nobody respected me in the industry here in the Atlanta market. Well, very few did. There were a couple. Now, fast forward, you guys, I I I, I thought I was being a good leader by coming in and just doing what I thought leaders do. And over time, I think I got complacent. I'm the visionary. So I lost my vision. I didn't have a vision for Aaron. I mean, I kind of did, maybe. And maybe all this started when like these private equity firms started calling in, because you start talking to them about the possibilities. And I think it's easy to lose sight, right? It's like, how do you plan for 3, 5, 10 years out when you got all these people banging on your door trying to buy your company? And you know that you can run, like I can run it all, right? But it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. So I went to Costa Rica and John Maxwell was there. And by the way, if you guys are on YouTube, will you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? I'm at 150-ish subscribers. I need to get to 500. Can you guys help me with that? Squirrel. Plus, we do videos on YouTube, and we're going to do more next year. This is going to be an important part of our deal. Like we do Torsion Talk, we do GDU, we do some learning stuff. So keep it real. Subscribe. Smash that like button. Just kidding. All right. So here I am in Costa Rica. John Maxwell, like I was part of like a VIP group of a mastermind I'm in, and John Maxwell was there. He did 4 hours with us. 4 hours. This dude just literally talked off the top of his head for 4 hours. And it was blatantly obvious after the first hour, I was not a good leader. I have lost my way, y'all. I didn't know what to say. At first, I started feeling offended. Then I started to own it. Then I started to like figure out, how did I get here? Then it was like, what do I need to get out of this false identity of leadership? I mean, what is leadership anyway? Like, I can give you a simple question that will let you know whether or not you are doing an effective job at leadership. Well, I'll give you a question and a statement. The statement is, you're either a proactive leader or you're a reactive leader. And by that mere definition, you're either good or bad, in my opinion. The question is, leaders develop leaders. Are you developing leaders within your organization? Man, if I am stepping on your toes this morning or this afternoon, I am genuinely sorry, but this is exactly how I felt. Welcome to the club, because I'm telling you right now, it don't feel good. Now, maybe you're like checking the boxes and feeling really good about yourself right now. Good job. Kudos to you. But I'm going to tell you right now, I failed the test. I mean, I kind of was developing. Kind of. But here I was running multiple companies trying to be everything to everybody. And John Maxwell simply said, pick 4 people from each company and start reading books, leadership books with them, and meet weekly to discuss the progress and key takeaways. He said, start with developing the leader within you 2.0. And I've mentioned this before, right? But like the whole picture is coming together. Hold on one second. So I come back, we do that. And it was incredible. Like Absolutely incredible. That was being proactive, right? I know that it's going to take me a year or two to develop these people into being great proactive leaders that also develop other leaders. Maybe longer, because quite frankly, I mean, I've been working on leadership since I was like 19, 20 years old. Whew, man. And I still suck at it sometimes. Like, that's the crazy part, right? So I'm developing leaders within my organization so they can be proactive leaders. And then instead of me trying to do one on ones with everybody, I got them doing one on ones with everyone. And then I need to do one on ones with them. We get my drink on. For you guys out there, this is not a plug. Like, I don't get paid for this. It's just a good product. And I love it. Element, LMNT, drink element. Check it out. Do not mix it with like a 16-ounce bottle of water. You need to mix it with like a 32-ounce bottle of water. Big difference, but these things have changed the game for me. I used to drink water a lot and I felt like I could never quench my thirst. And I never felt hydrated no matter how much I drank, or I would just drink so much that I would feel so full. And this fixed all of that. Anyway, man, I'm on some rabbit trails today. Maybe I'm just not trying to face the facts. All right. So where was I? Proactive leaders. I'm developing them, hoping they're developing others. So now we're on our third book. Second book was Energy Bus. This book is Traction by Gino Wickman. And man, like the order of the books was really great. And I don't even know that I'm meant to do it this way, but developing the leader within you was kind of like look at yourself, look at your team, all about development, stuff like that. Energy Bus is like one of the easiest reads you'll ever read. And it's probably one of the most impactful stories ever. And it just talks about like, this guy wakes up, has a flat tire, has to ride the bus, miserable, constantly complaining about everything, work, home life. He's not happy. He gets on the bus, and Joy, the bus driver, is like, I don't know, it's kind of like those Christmas movies where they like die and they go see like their Christmas past. Well, Joy's kind of like that guy that takes you back, but she doesn't take him back. She just like pours into him to try to let him see what he couldn't see before, to get the revelation that he needed, and then provide him the tools to carry it out. And it was great. Then we go into Traction because it's towards the end of the year. And Traction's probably the hardest book we've read for sure, but it talks about systems and processes. Oh, no, we read Atomic Habits too. We read Atomic Habits as well. How to set up habits before reading this book. So we read Atomic Habits. That taught us how to set up and maintain habits. And then we're reading Traction, which is how to put systems and processes in place, accountability. I'd venture to say that all of you guys have problems with accountability in your business. And if you say no, let me just challenge you with a question real quick. Has anyone done anything in your company and you're like, I need to address that, but you never do? Or you wait till you blow up because he does something else or she does something else like a month or two later. And then you just like add that to it. Right? The lack of accountability because you didn't address it when it happened. You're too busy There's a million reasons why, but just know that's the real deal. I mean, that's what's going on.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
So, I've been building a house and the book thing was good. Like we do it every week, but it wasn't enough. It's just not enough. And air and overhead door sales were dropping. And so the time that I was spending there, it was different than it was before I started building my house. Before I started building my house, felt like the team was a little bit tighter. And this is no knock on Josh. I mean, man, Josh can't do it all, right? Like he's the general manager, but he's got 18, 19 people reporting to him, which is really impossible. So I'm working to fix that. In my experience, you can proactively manage about 6 people. I think I've mentioned that before, but anything over 6, you can't proactively. And there's going to be things that slip through the cracks because you're no good at it. Like you can't attend to 20 people by yourself effectively. So I think the culture took a turn, which is crazy because culture is like the thing that I really hang my hat on. Like I really want to be great at it. I want my team to be excited and love coming to work every day. And I had people coming to me talking about other people and complaining and acting out. And I wanted to point the finger at them all. But in reality, yes, there's probably some fault there from them. But it's like when you spend all day with your kid and you got nothing to do, like it's raining really hard outside and you got nowhere to go. And your kid's going to spend like a top or just be on video games all day. So the solution is you do something with them. Like like you engage. You play cards and board games. You go to lunch together. I mean, you could choose to like check out and just wait till night. Plenty of parents do that. I think that's like that here with like leadership and business is we can check out, but eventually it's like anything else, man. There's gonna be something that wakes you up. And for me, it was 2 things. The first one was John Maxwell. But the problem is that the wheels were already in motion. So now I'm not blaming them really for their actions. It's like my kid, he acts nuts when he's locked indoors and, I'm not engaged with him. But I really started thinking about like I had gotten challenged. I hired a business coach, y'all, and I got challenged to write my 1, 3, and 10-year vision for the company. And man, like that was harder than I anticipated. And what's crazy is I used to do this stuff all the time, but I just stopped doing it. I don't even know why I stopped, but I knew I missed the mark and I let my team down. Regardless if I was like building a house and it was consuming my time and energy and I was stressed all the time and traveling a lot, I knew what I had to do. So I scheduled a meeting with my team and I came in and I had a list and I was very precise and I didn't want to say too much, but I didn't want to say too little. So I tried to stick to my script. I don't know where the notes are, but mainly it was like this. I have let you guys down. I am the visionary of the house, and it is my responsibility to share that vision with you guys. Does anyone in here know my vision for Aaron Overhead Doors? Raise your hand. 0 hands up. I said, that's what I figured. And I said, don't feel guilty. It's not your job to ask me what my vision is, although that is being proactive and a great leader. It is my job as the leader and the visionary of the house to create that vision and share it. You know, I'm really good at like casting vision when I'm hiring people, but I don't do it as much with my team. And the vision that I cast bringing people on is real. Like it's not me joking or kidding or like whatever. It's real. And I have more passion about my vision to new people. So I told everyone, I said, you know, there's some of you who probably have resentment towards me. Fair enough. Probably deserved a little bit. Some of you have resentment or division amongst the team. And I have some resentment towards some of you. I'm going to give you guys 24 hours to make it right. And then we're going to move on. I had a guy who I love dearly, been with me for a long time, came in after and came into my office and put his 2-week notice in. What's crazy is he had already typed it up, like he had planned the whole thing, and he said, "This is what you did today is going to make this so much harder, but I know it's the right thing to do." And he even admitted, I mean, with tears in his eyes, that he held resentment towards me. And then he went on to say, "Man, I'm gonna get choked up. I love this dude, y'all. He's an incredible person." He went on to say that he knows now that it wasn't us, it was him the whole time. But we never addressed it, and we kind of knew. And we lost somebody a long time ago, not a few weeks ago. We lost him a long time ago. He stayed here, he stayed working here, but we lost him a long time ago. You probably have people on your team right now that you lost a long time ago. And there's still a chance to win them back before they get to the point where they want to leave, but you got to be proactive about it. Man, this might be the best ever podcast. Like, I can almost hear you guys crying and shit, like clapping. Oh no, that's my kid. Never mind. Just kidding. So then I have another guy come in, tells us some stuff, and like you like I didn't. I'll be honest with you, I didn't get the response that I was thinking when we were done with the meeting. It was really heavy in the room, and there was no standing ovation. There was no like, "Thank you, Ryan." There was no like. Everybody just kind of got up and walked out quietly, and I wasn't like yelling or, I mean, it was just kind of like this. So anyway, I just I wanted to share that portion. And every year Josh and I go out and do like a kind of a planning. We talk about our people, who's doing a good job, who needs to get better, who needs what training in order to get to the next level. We talk about um positions. Do we have the right people? Do we have the right people in the right seat? So we talk about like financials, plan, strategy, any big projects we're going to do for the year. How are we going to gain market share? What's working? What's not working? How are we going to measure our people, KPIs, like a lot of stuff, right? We do project planning. We get the calendar out and we put everything in the calendar. We question everything. Why do we do this? Do we need to do it like this? Can we do it different and be more effective? So we get an Airbnb and we go for 2 days away from the office. And I feel like 2 days we're kind of rushing it. There's such a big operation. I mean, big operation is just a lot of moving parts. So we've had our like ups and downs, and I feel like my salespeople were a little uninspired a lot of times, and even some of my employees just didn't have that dog in them, like the fight. And if you work for me like long enough, you know that I'm a dog. I'm a fighter. And started thinking, man, I'm like kind of getting on to some of my guys about stuff. And I'm like, man, where's the fight? Close the deal, be a closer. But there's nothing really exciting about it, right? And so I'm gonna get back into cast and vision and sharing with my team where we're going so they can get excited about the path. But 2 weeks after I did that, my company sold like uh, hang on, pulling it. Sorry, I wasn't actually expecting to share the exact numbers, but I'm going to share them with you because they're pretty stinking spectacular. All right, December 1st was a Friday, 25,000 in sales. It's a good day for us. Monday, December 4th, $48,000 in sales. It's a really, really good day for us. Tuesday, $21,531 in sales. Great day for us. Wednesday, $48,332. And this isn't like one job sold. No. Like it's spread out. Everybody's chipping in. Then Thursday and Friday, like we kind of settled in, or we didn't close the week out strong. We did $3,000 on Thursday. That was a tough day. And then Friday we did 36,000. So we did close the week out strong, but just not Thursday. Thursday was a down day. So month to date, we're at 183, 392 in sales. It was the 8th of December, the last working day. Holy cow, man. Um, my door guys got 56,000. My commercial biz devs got 40,000. One of my service guys got 22 already. Another door sales, 21,000. Screen and service guy, 8,000. Screen guy, 6,300. I mean, we're spreading the love, man. It's not like just one person's doing it all. That's exciting for me. That's when I like it. So why am I telling you this? I'm not telling you this because I'm trying to brag or I'm very transparent, but I'm not a bragger, not conceited or anything like that. Like I tell you that because it came to me, like genuinely hit me like a ton of bricks. Culture dictates revenue and profit. And you can't have a great culture without a great leader or leaders. The great leaders, although should be, I guess, inspired on their own, it's easy to get uninspired when the visionary or the main leader lacks focus and isn't involved. Or maybe they're involved, but they're in the field. And let's talk about this, right? There's this mentality that's going around where we think as business owners, our guys respect us because we're out in the field. Like lead from the front, they say, right? And I think lead from the front is taken out of context a little bit. It's basically what I'm saying. Like be proactive about leading, not go out there and do the work and show them that it can be done. Like hopefully they already know it can be done. I really think we miss that. And as a leader myself, I've missed the proactiveness and I'm committed now to making sure that I'm always thinking ahead. And I can't do that if I'm in a garage or in a truck or talking to customers all the time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly the difference between working in your business and working on your business. And I'm not sure a lot of people even understand what working on the business includes. I want to give you a couple things. Write these down if you can. If you're driving, don't write them down. But what is working on your business include? Self-improvement, developing yourself as a leader, father if you're a father, husband if you're a husband, friend, like self-improvement. Like you have to be pouring into yourself in order for you to pour into others. That's working on your business. Then once you do that, you need to develop leaders. Number two, self-improvement is working on your business. Developing leaders is working on your business. How do I develop leaders, Ryan? Start the book program. Schedule a 1 hour meeting every week and talk about one small function of leadership. Get everybody bought into that idea, right? Uh, vision casting, vision planning and casting, meaning you're writing down your 1, 3, and 10-year vision and going to your integrator or your general manager and asking, like, how do we carry this out? How do we make this happen? That's working on the business. Opportunity, finding opportunities, whether that's through acquisition, like you're buying other companies, or finding ways to drive new revenue. This is great because it could be you researching new service areas. It could be you researching new products. This could be you doing research and development on the products you sell now and trying to find the best version of those products. Working on the business is finding ways to equip your salespeople to sell at a higher close rate and higher ticket average. I'm going to leave it at 5 because dang, those are good. Self-improvement, develop other leaders, vision planning and casting, looking for new opportunities for your business, and finding ways to equip your salespeople to sell at a higher close rate and higher ticket average. My goodness, y'all. Is this the best podcast I've ever done? It's kind of more teaching, but I'm going to be, speaking of which, GDU Summit, I'm going to be teaching on leadership. I'm going to be one of the speakers. I'm going to share some of this stuff. It's going to rock the world. You're going to want to see it. Please, 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 please don't discount the fact that Summit is coming up in April. You need to book it. I want you to come. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. It will be worth at least 3 or 4x what you pay. Vegas is expensive, man. I'm trying to get the cost down, but it is expensive. And if you come, you usually get a discount to the next GDU Summit. So you can save hundreds or thousands of dollars by coming to a summit or the next summit. Anyway, listen, guys, so grateful for you. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for reaching out to me, giving me testimonies or heads up on things in the industry. Like I really appreciate the communication and all of the camaraderie in the groups. And I appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, and if you want to get notifications when we upload, you can also hit the bell, and then you'll get a notification. We need to get to 500 subscribers. If you help us with that, we would greatly appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. Be blessed.